Did you know there are more than 200 keyboard shortcuts in Adobe Illustrator, but we only need 20 to 50 of them in our daily use. In this video, we learned 15 must-know keyboard shortcuts for Adobe Illustrator. So without any further ado, let's get started. Pressing the button T will activate the type tool. If you press Shift and T, then the touch type tool will be selected. With this tool, you can move, rotate, or adjust the size of each character. One more shortcut for typing. We know we can move the artboard by pressing and holding the spacebar, but this doesn't work when the type tool is selected. It will only add a space. But if you press and hold the Alt or Option key, then you can move the artboard. I will show more than 15 keyboard shortcuts. Some of them are similar or fall under the same category. So when I talk about one, I need to talk about the similar ones too. If you press Ctrl or Command and Y, then the outline mode will be activated. With outline mode, you can see only the paths. It's very effective to clean up or adjust small paths. I have two shapes in two different documents. They are in the same position. If I copy it with Ctrl Command and C and paste it with Ctrl Command and V in the other document, then it will be placed in the center. But what if I wanted it to be placed exactly in the same position? Then you need to press Ctrl Command, Shift and V. This is called paste in place. For this to work, you need to have the same resolution for each document. I don't know about you, but I use the shape builder tool a lot. We can combine or subtract overlapping shapes with it. The keyboard shortcut is Shift plus M. With the shape selected, press Shift plus D. It will activate the draw inside mode. Now when you draw, it will be clipped by that shape. This is kinda like the clipping mask. If you want to use the clipping mask, then select two shapes. Now press Ctrl or Command and 7. Control in Windows and Command for Mac. The bottom shape will be clipped by the top shape. Shift plus W selects the width tool. With this, you can adjust the width of strokes. You can copy any shapes by holding Alt or Option and left click and by dragging. If you want to repeat the last transformation, then just press Ctrl Command and D. Pressing X toggles fill and stroke. And if you hold Shift and press X, then it swaps fill and stroke. Sometimes we need to see a shape in a transparent background. This is important for logo design. For this, place the shape outside the artboard and press Ctrl Command, Shift and D. We can group multiple shapes by pressing Ctrl Command and G. If you want to ungroup a grouped shape, then press Ctrl Command, Shift and G. You can bring front or send back any shapes. You can do that from the layers panel by dragging. We can also do that from arrange, but that takes a lot of time. For any shape, pressing Ctrl Command and the right bracket will bring the shape or object forward by one step or layer. Ctrl or Command, Shift and the right bracket will bring the object at the top of that layer group. Similarly for sending back. Here, instead of the right bracket, press the left bracket. Suppose here I want to lock the background so that I don't accidentally select them. You can press Ctrl or Command and 2 to lock any shapes. If you press Ctrl or Command, Alt or Option and 2, then it will unlock the locked shapes. You can join two endpoints of selected paths by pressing Ctrl or Command and J. If you press the Tab button, then it will hide all the controls and panels. You can also achieve that by pressing F. If you press Ctrl Command and 1, then it zooms the artboard to 100%. Pressing Ctrl or Command and 0 will fit the screen. For the last one, we have many tools here in the toolbar. Some of them we use frequently, so knowing the keyboard shortcuts for them is a must, like V for the selection tool, A for the direct selection tool, P for the pen tool, T for type tool, B for paintbrush tool, and so on. Okay, great! Here are all the keyboard shortcuts that we talked about in this video. You can take a screenshot of it. Hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new from it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for new tricks and tutorials every week. Check my Instagram account for new artworks. And you can ask me questions on comment section or in my Facebook page. See you on my next video. Thanks for watching.